Good evening, sir.
Good evening, Pinto. Good evening, Suman.
Good evening, sir.
हम लोग जाते हैं, बाकी लोग जाते हैं. So, where are others? बाकी लोग कहाँ हैं भाई? Hello, Syed. चलो अब शुरू करते हैं. So भाई, what we were doing, we were trying to understand the complete control through PLC.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, good evening. Through PLC, DCS, and your SCADA, isn't it? So, okay. So what we were trying to do, we were trying to understand how we design these SCADA pages, how these motors are being controlled through SCADA and DCS, etc. So far we have understood that, okay, there are some links between your SCADA and your DCS and your field. How they are linked? The field instruments are connected through wires or cables with the DCS or PLC. And the PLC accepts the signals from the field instruments through some channels. We can directly assign these channels as your I colon 0.0 or /0, or what we can do, we can also specify with some tag names in case of our DCS. Now we are assigning some tags to those channels where we are going to connect our field instrument. Next, we have seen that the SCADA is a software which is installed in our computer, and this SCADA is communicating with our DCS or PLC through TCP/IP protocol. What is this TCP/IP protocol? We will study later on. Right now, we have understood this much, that there are some cables that is connected from our operating stations or engineering stations to the DCS or PLC, and through this cable, the data is communicating in between the two CPUs. We have seen that there are number of switches, Ethernet switches in between the SCADA CPU and your DCS CPU, or your DCS CPU and your rack, etc. Now, so far we have understood that these field motors, we need digital input, digital output, and analog input, analog output we need if we are using BFD, so that we can control the RPM. If we want to show only these amps, like here you can see in case of your IDFN 1 or IDFN 2, that is showing some amps, 150 amps, R phase, Y phase, B phase. These amps are shown through analog input channels or cards. And this start and stop, we have already understood that these are our digital output signals. These indicators, those who are, you can see in case of your starting interlocks or tripping interlocks, these are your indicators, and these are definitely your digital inputs, is not it? These are your digital inputs. Means if the ID2 remote mode, here it is written ID2 remote mode. That means what I am understanding from this statement, that whether ID2 is in remote mode or in local mode. Last time we have seen this. If we put it in local mode, then this bulb or this indicator will become red. And if we put it in remote mode, then this indicator will become green. Similarly, ID2 SDCLS. What we can understand from this statement, that IDFN2 SD means suction damper, CLS means close. So IDFN2 suction damper close. If it is close, it is green. If it is not close, then it will become red. IDFN2 delivery damper close, green or red. Drum level okay. If the drum level is not okay, then it will become red. ID1 suction damper close. If it is closed, it will be green. Otherwise, it will be red. So these are the starting interlocks that has been shown here. And based on the condition of the field instrument in the field, these signals will become green or red. Now, today we will be looking for these, how these are turning red or green. Okay. So, so far you have understood this start and stop command, is not it? How the start command is going, how the stop command is going. These are communicating through hard tape, and the command is going from particular channels. Okay. Now we try to find out how these indicators are becoming red or green. So to find out this, what we have to do, we have to open the on build, isn't it? So first we open the on build. Now what I will be doing? Now I have to go to that particular page that I want to edit or modify, or I want to find the indicators, isn't it? So I go to the folder and I open this IDFN2 or PFN2. Okay, anyone? So these are the pop-ups. These all are files basically. So I can open some. Check once again what was the page name. If I open this one, PFN2. So PFN2 interlocks. I have to find it up here. PFN2. Interlocks. So this is the page that you can see here in our on spec, and I open this in on build. Okay. Now you see here PF2 remote mode. It is green. How this is coming here? I can double click it on this symbol, and I can see here that enter tag name indicating module status. So we have to enter the tag name that will be indicating this particular the status of this particular symbol. So I have entered M302B RL underscore 02. So what is this? I'm just pressing Ctrl C, copy this one. So M302B RL underscore 02. What is this? What this tag means? So where I have to go? I have to go to my system, isn't it? So I have to, since it is written as underscore 02. So I will be opening the module number 2, configure, and find the device. What was the tag? It is M302BRL underscore 02. So I have to find this tag. M302, find the place. M302BRL. See here. It is your PFN2 motor remote local selector switch. So this is the selection. You can see from the tag description that it is the remote local selector switch command or feedback from the field, and the tag name we have used as M302B RL underscore 02, and I am using here in my SCADA page as to indicate this particular lamp. Okay, this particular indicator. So M302B and RL underscore 02. Next, Enter the number. Okay, if, this is not required, these things are not required. You can see here. Select field color indicating module fail status. If the module is failed, then it will be red. If standby, so you can change. Okay, module active status green. You can change the status from here. Similarly, any of the indicators, you can just double click it on this indicator, and you can enter the tag name. Say you can select the tag name from the tag list. Okay, so tag list is here, and you can enter those. You can just select the colors what you want it exactly. When it is 0, what you want, whether it should be red or green. If it is your 1, then whether it is red or green. You can choose any color as per your wish. That if it is 0, whether I want it is green, or if it is 1, whether I want it is green. So it is as per your wish. You can design it according to your wish. Okay, so we can see this one, PA2DD CLS. So this is your the tag number ZIC306 underscore 01, and we can go through these tabs, and we can select the field color indicating module fail. It will be red, and if it is active, then it will be green. I can change this text as I can change the text written over here as just right clicking and edit text, and you can change the text from here. That okay, PFN2 I'm writing right now RL remote local selector. So it has been changed from remote mode to RL selector. So you can change it. Okay, and you can design it according to your wish, where you want to place this one or how you want to do it. So this. Suppose this and is not visible, so I can move this one a bit down. I can select then this and this. Just by pressing the control key, I have selected both these, and sorry, I can select both. Just pressing, holding the control key, and then I can. Sorry. I can drag them wherever I want. Okay. Similarly, these two, I can drag them a bit below this, and I can drag it below. Now it will be looking better. Now I have to save this. See here, I have made some changes over here. Now, if I open, it is the old page it is showing, that PA2 remote mode. Okay. Now what I will be doing, I'll be just simply saving this one, save this page, and then I will open this one, see changes. The changes have been, you can see here. So simply you just make some changes on your SCADA page through the edit page, and save it. You will be able to see that okay, changes have been done. And these are the boxes that you are showing me. I can remove these boxes. These are simply for design. See here. These are simply for design. These are the boxes and I can get those boxes from any here, from symbols, select, all the symbols are there. So okay, let's do one thing. I start a new SCADA page for you people. Suppose I want to design a new SCADA page now. So go to file and this. So I am opening once again this SCADA, and this is a new view space. There is nothing I can see. So I have to go to file. I can see these tabs are not configured right now. So I have to configure each and everything from scratch, is not it? So first, suppose I want some symbols to be added here. So I have to go where I have to, oh shit, it has come. Just a minute. Just a minute. I am going to run on build, then file, then new. I want to start design a new, or I want to start a new project. So I am going file, then new. So this is my new project. I want to design this from scratch. Okay. So I am going to add I need to add some symbols, like these symbols are here. So I want to add some symbols over here. So I have to go to the symbols, display symbols. Now I can add any symbols that I need. I want, suppose two-way selector switch, or you can see two-way selector switch there. So many symbols already there. So we can use these agitators. So many symbols are there. Okay. So what I am doing, I just add a two-way selector switch. Okay. So this. Now, when I am just simply adding this symbol, it is asking me the tag name for that particular switch. So I have to add this tag name. Now, where I will get this tag name? These tags are the same tag that I have used in my PLC or DCS. Now, when I added those tags in my PLC or DCS, there will be a tag list. That particular tag list I have to copy and paste in my SCADA base. Okay, then this file will be generated, and now I can use, suppose, two-way selector switch. So I am giving it M302ARL_02. Now, so this is my
Sir,
serial
how
number.
to copy the tag list into the SCADA? Sir?
Yeah. So it will be different for different DCS or SCADA. Now I am showing you here for this particular system that I am using right now. You can go through, suppose. Okay, let's start a new project here also. Suppose I am starting a complete new project in my DCS. So I am going to project. I am clicking on the new, and it is asking me the project name. So I am giving it IA Industrial Automation 2.0. Okay. Now it is asking me about the project description and all. I do not need to enter everything, but the password is must. So I am giving just 1, 2, 3. Okay. So this project has been created. Now see, when this project is created, where the files are actually created, the files are created in your C drive. So you have to go to C drive, and you can see here a folder has been generated immediately, test 2.0. Got it? IA 2.0, test 2.0. So these are the folders that we have generated. Now we were using this particular logic, logic 2013 folder. Now you can see I have, okay, let me delete this one. Let me delete these two folders and start it from scratch. So what I have two folders in my C drive. One is your system 3200E. This folder is having the software link actually. This one, system 3200E software. Okay. And there is another folder named as project 3200E, which contains the logic that we create or that we generate. Okay. Now what I am here, you can see in this folder, in this project 3200E folder, there are only two folders are there. One is your test 2020. I'm deleting this one also. Now there is only one folder, logic 2013. Okay. Now when I am going in my project and I am clicking here new, and I am writing here say IA 2.0. That means I am creating a new project here, Industrial Automation 2.0. And okay, the moment I will give this password, a folder will automatically generated here. See here, this folder has been generated. Okay. Now, if we open this folder, then we can see there are a few files that has been generated automatically, like Orzen. This is a folder which is empty. Output folder. This is also empty. Some DAT files and some systax.tab. So this is also a DAT file that has been created. So these are all files that have been created, but we have nothing to do with these files right now. The next moment, what I will be doing, I'll be going to my system architecture, and I can see here this is a blank screen, is not it? This is completely a blank screen. I can go to my CPU and I can see that okay, there are nothing as such. So I have to add some modules over here. So I am adding a module, say 3214, and I am giving it name, say module 1. Give any name. So this is my module 1. Now I have to configure this module. So I have to add some tags over here. So how I am going to generate these tags? Okay, I have to give the tag name like pi001 on. I have to go and set some tag description, and in this tag description I can write anything. It has nothing to do with my system, is not it? So I can write any XYZ, doesn't matter. But I have to give select the tag type or the signal type, means whether it is a real variable or it is an integer variable or it is a digital variable. Digital means boolean, isn't it? Boolean or digital we say when it has only two states, either 0 or 1. If it is integer, that means it will not show your decimal points, and if it is real, then it will show the up to your decimal points, and you can select other resolution. So I have selected 0.01 resolution and I have given this as real, and I can select the limit of this sensor or transmitter, say 0 to 80 or 0 to 200 or 0 to anything, that range of that particular transmitter that we are using. I can select this, set this unit of this particular parameter. Suppose it is pressure, so I am giving it as bar, and then I am just simply adding this tag. So this one tag has been added in my tagged register. So I am generating these tags. Okay. Now you see what I will do. I want another tag, say PI002, and suppose it is XYZ1. So its range is say 0 to 60 bar, and it is also real, so I am adding it. Now I am adding another third tag. It is your XYZ2, and it has say 0 to 100 kg or 100 bar. So like this, we are adding the tags or generating the tags, is not it? So we have generated 3 tags here, and I can assign these tags to my channels, where since these are analog inputs, so pressure transmitters, so I am assigning this to my analog input cards. So here, suppose PI001, then I can assign the PI002, I can assign PI003. Okay, these are the 3 tags that I have assigned here in my analog input card. Okay, now I can cancel it. So it will ask me that, do you want to save the updated page? Yes, I have saved. Okay, now we once again we see that what are the modifications that has been made in my this folder in my C drive. Nothing as such. You can see here it is almost same. Now what I have to do, I have to go to my this one, and I have to generate CPU files. See, I have to make data frames and I have to generate CPU files. Okay, so here you can see these are the 4 files we are having right now. Codes and output. Okay, we have noticed it, and I am generating this first data frame, and I have to add the tags. I can add selected tags from this particular list, or I can add all. So I'm just selecting the 3 tags. Okay, this, okay. So PH30 or PH003 has been added. So PH002 has been added, and PH001. So I can add all the tags. Right now I have added only 3 tags. Tag selections. Now I have added data frame. I have generated. Now I will generate the CPU files. CPU files. Generating modules. Now you see here the CPU folder has been generated. Okay. The CPU folder has been generated, and there is a file named tag. This file will not open. It is a tag file. So all the text that we will be generating here, it will come here in this text file. Okay. Similarly, these are the folders or files that has been generated by the CPU software or your these are by the PLC or your DCS software. Okay, so we have understood that. Okay, these files, the text.dat and these files are automatically generated when we generate these CPU files or we configure the modules. Okay, that we have understood. Now what I'm going to do, now I am trying to open the SCADA. Where is my SCADA exactly located? You can see here in my C drive, there is a folder called your onspec. So from this folder exactly, I am operating this particular SCADA. So this is my onspec folder. If I open this onspec folder, I can see there are also a number of folders are here, but the two folders, one is your work and another one is onspec. Inside this onspec, these two folders are really important for you. Now you see, if you go to this onspec folder, you can see again number of files, and this is your exe file from where you are launching your onspec. Okay, so this is onspec 32, onspec 32. This is your on-build file from where we are we are designing or editing the files. Similarly, there are files called say on config, from which we can configure the alarms and all. So these are the folder. There will be a history folder. Suppose this is my history folder where I will get all the data, previous data that will be stored here in this particular folder. Now, if we open this work folder, we can see here base, demo, onto mod. These are the something. Now, when we design any SCADA, is that it? When we design a new project or build a new project, then what we do, we have to add, suppose I save this one, say yes, say just I will going to save this file as default function key. Okay, this has been this is simply a piece. It is providing as a piece, not as a folder. Okay. There are lots of files basically. So if when we generate some new project, we start a new project and we have to go to this work and we have to place or store those files in this work folder actually. So from this work folder, I can show you how the tags are connected with my PLC or TCS. This file. Okay, these files are not open. But okay. So see here, all the tags are here. Those tags that we generated in my CPU, those tags we have to copy and paste this file here in my station info. So you can see here these files are having the tag names LIC 101, LIC 102, and their ranges from 0 to 100, 0 to 100, minus 50 to plus 50. You can see the ranges, the tag names PIC 202 underscore 01, and it is your 0 to 80 kg, FCB 101, 0 to 100%, TCB 201, this is also 0 to 100. So all the tags have been added here in this file, in this particular file. These are the tags that we have used in our product. Got it? So there are lots of files, and exactly, frankly speaking, you do not need all the files to really to understand exactly. You do not need all those things. What you need, that you have to go to this particular folder. You have to copy this address from where you want to launch your project. Because if you change this one, suppose I'm just showing you one thing. Just showing you one thing. I close my SCADA. I close my SCADA, and whenever I open it, it simply opens with this particular project, is not it? The power plant onto 2013 project. Now, if I change this one, suppose I am going to my C drive, I'm opening up the SCADA on spec, I'm going to work folder, I'm clicking on the base folder, and I'm simply copying Control C, and I'm going to on spec, and here a file here you get set default, and I can set all the path here, like I'm just pasting this C on spec work base. This will be the default working path. Means whenever you will open your SCADA, the SCADA folder or SCADA page will be opening through this default working folder. So you have to be very careful that when you are in which folder you have stored updated files, and from where you are launching your SCADA page. Now default display path. So this will be the default display path base right now. Then default history path. So where you want to store your history data, is that it? Where you want to store, you can set all those things here, and then set. Now if I launch the same SCADA on spec, then you see here it is coming as a fresh project, base project. There is nothing stored. Okay. Now I have to, once again, I have to configure the files like run on build, and I have to redesign it from scratch. I have to add those symbols, I have to add those tags, and then I have to, once again, I have to go. So suppose it has been changed and I want my previous page back, but we have already designed, is that it? So what I have to do, I have to go to my C drive. I have to open this on spec. I have to go to the work folder. Which folder I want to make working? I want this onto mod, isn't it? So I'll open it and I'll simply copy the address of this particular folder, and I will be going to paste it in my default page. So on spec set default, and I'm just simply changing this one, work base to work on top mode. Now if I open it, close it, and I open this SCADA once again, see, it has been changed. That simply means whatever page that we are designing, we are modifying, or we are editing, this is going to save in this particular folder what we have made as on top mode. Okay. Now, now what? Now this. So if I want to change anything here, I have to go to this edit page on build. I'll open it and I will make those modifications on that particular page. Suppose I want to make some changes in CP page. So this is not CP page. This is simple the symbol of this CP. If I click on this CP, then the CP page will coming as pop-up. Now how this pop-up are coming out? So I can double click on this CP page and I can see that, okay, this is enter tag name indicating the feedback of the pump. Okay, so this is your CP1 run underscore 12. So this is the run feedback that we are taking in my PLC and from CP pump, isn't it? Second one is your breaker trip conditions, leave these things. Then your on condition, select field color indicating the pump on. If the pump is on, it will be showing me green. If the pump is off, it will be showing me red. Okay. Then these are the batch status. Okay, this. Now you see in the 12th tab, we are having this enter the OCL command to be executed. Now, what is the OCL command we are using? Pop-up. You can see here, pop-up, display, and the page number, the IP address and the page number, 805, comma 1, 1, 10, and 100. I really do not know all those things, what these things mean to me. But what I can see, if I double click it here in my CP2, and I can see that here it is written 806 1110 100, and I am double clicking on CP1 80511 means 1110 100. These are constant for me. What varying? 805. Here it is 806. 806. So what is 805 and 806? Yes. I can simply open this. See here. 805. This is my 805, which is nothing but your CP pop-up page. So we have designed a page, named it as CP1. The PXL is 805, and we are calling it as pop-up here in this particular symbol. Okay. So whenever I am clicking on it, it is redirecting me to that particular page, which is named as 805. And how it is doing? Due to this particular command. Due to this particular command. Which command? That I have set here as your pop-up display 8051. This particular. Now see, it is not possible to teach you each and every point, every bit. Okay. What you have to do whenever you are on some particular startup, maybe from any brand. Okay, just find out that okay, where is the edit page? From which option I can go and edit these pages. Now you will definitely get it either from your manual or from asking anybody. Now once you are, are able to open this particular editing page, what you have to do, you just go and go through the symbols, those symbols that has been used in that particular SCADA. You just go and double click it or whatever, right click it and go and see that okay, where how they are using this tags, what methodology they have used, or how they have designed the tag, that you can get an idea from if you try to if you analyze the exact SCADA page one by one, and you will be able to find out some better idea that okay, if it is this, like what here in this SCADA they have written as CP2 run underscore 12. So I know right now that okay, underscore 12, that simply gives me an indication that this will be definitely collected in my module number 12. Is that it? So if I want to, I need to find out the signal from where this CP2 run feedback is coming, or I want to find out the particular channel from where this particular signal is coming. Suppose CP2 is running and run feedback, everything is okay from my field side, and I am not getting signal here in my SCADA that run feedback is not coming. So what can I do? I am going and I have opened this on build page, and I have copied or note down this CP2 run underscore 12. So now in my mind, it is clear that okay, this particular tag will be where? It will be in my module number 12. So I will open this particular system. I have to open the project. Genesis. I have to open it out once again. So drive, system, then project, logic. Now what was the tag? It was written as CP2 run underscore 12. Okay. So I have to go to the 12th number of modules, this one, underscore 12, configure, and here I can find it out. Now what will be this? This is a feedback. So if it is a feedback, now I have a clear idea that if it is a feedback, that means it will be a digital input. If it is a digital input, I will be looking for it in my digital input card, and CP2 run feedback, CP1, CP2 run feedback. So this is the actual tag I was looking for. See how simply, how easily I am able to direct it to this particular. Now CP2 running feedback. Now I know that from this that module where it has been connected, it is under the module number 12 and at channel number 12. Okay, so module number 12, channel number 12. Now I can go and find out that okay, where this particular channel exists exactly in my panel. Okay, so I can check whether it is coming as your 24 volt or I am getting 0 volt over here. So this is how we can find out these signals. So I have shown you how these pop-ups are coming out. Likewise, if I click here in any symbol, now you know it. It's very easy now for you that okay. If I click here, then if I click on any symbol and if pop-up is coming, what we have understood basically that if I clicking on any symbol and if some pop-up are coming out, that means this pop-up has been designed as a page somewhere, and we are calling it as pop-up. Okay, we are calling it as pop-up. So you will be getting different SCADA, and you will be getting different ways to design this SCADA or architecture actually. But the things will be same. Somehow we will be calling those pages, those symbols, and somebody will call them as super symbols, somebody will call them as genie or super genie. So the names will be different, but the things will be same. Things will remain same. Wherever you work, in which brand you work, that doesn't matter. You will definitely need minimum 10 to 15 days to cope up with that particular software, and that much of time definitely you need to get familiar with that particular software. Okay, so whenever and wherever you find that okay, I am suppose you are working with Honeywell right now, so you have to collect that particular software, you have to install it in your PLC, in your PC, and you have to play with that particular software. Okay, how can I generate these pop-ups? How can I add tags here? And how can I find out these alarms and all? Okay, so these are something which will vary from your brand to brand, means the way how you assign these things. Okay, so what we have understood from today's lecture, we have understood that how we are exactly designing these SCADA pages. Okay, how we are designing, if when we start a new project, this all the files are definitely being saved in some particular folder in my computer, and I have to link those pages through some particular configuration page. See, I am not saying that this is the only way, because it is on spec SCADA. How many? There will be lots and lots of SCADA available in market. Now, whenever you are working on with any type of SCADA, things will remain same. So you have to understand, okay, I have to find out that particular folder. I have to find out that particular option where I can open up this particular page for editing, and the things will remain same. Okay, have to go configure. Now, one more thing I will show you today, that is called your history. Likewise, if I click on, you can see if I click on any variable or anything here in this right hand side, suppose it has been written as your mainstream temperature. The moment I am clicking on this mainstream temperature, a graph has been coming up. So this is called your history view. This is called your history view. Means I can see the parameters stored in my PC. If it is not stored, you will not get the data actually. So suppose these parameters have been stored. Now if I need to analyze, do some analysis, so I can go and configure it. I can configure this history as, suppose I want suppose mainstream line temperature, and I want to see that what was the mainstream pressure at that particular temperature. Okay, at that particular time, sorry, at that particular time, I want to analyze that what was the mainstream pressure and mainstream temperature. So what I need, I have to find out the tag of my mainstream pressure. So how can I find the tag of my mainstream pressure? there are so many ways definitely. So one of the simplest ways that I can go in my on build and find it out. So I simply go run my own build and I can find it out that what is the tag of this mainstream pressure. So it is your PIC 202 underscore 01. I'm just simply copying it and I can go here and I can place PIC 202 underscore 01 and apply. Now you can see here pressure at streamline. It has coming as your 69.56 and the mainstream temperature it is showing your 503. So I am able to relate those both the parameters at some particular time. Suppose you can see here it is your say 2105. So today is 21st May 2021. Time is 20:01:24 and the value of that parameter is 430.667 degrees centigrade. The pressure was your 60 kg per centimeter square. Now at here, say at 20:03, after 2 minutes, the temperature is 480 and pressure is 66.6. So it will be varying and you can simply place the cursor on some particular point and you can find out okay what was the parameter at that particular temperature at that particular time. You can change this suppose it is showing your only 2 minutes the period is only 2 minutes, so you can change it to 2 hours or 2 days, or you can say the values for 2 weeks, 2 months or 2 years. It depends how many number of days you are keeping the history in your CPU. Okay, if you are keeping 2 years data in your CPU, then you can easily get all the last 2 years data here in a single page. Okay, so that doesn't definitely make sense anything. So what we do, for analysis, we may see that okay, for the last 8 hours or last 2 hours, how these two parameters were varying. So I can simply make apply. Okay, in the last 2 hours, the parameter is showing like this. Okay, it's going down, then once again going down. Since it is not connected with field, so the parameters that I've seen here is definitely arbitrary, but you can have some idea that okay, this is the way we can go and find out these parameters. Okay, configure. If you want to add any other tags here, you can go from tag list and you can add any particular temperature or pressure to your analysis. Any analysis. So this is that temperature. And any number of parameters. Now, you can analyze 4 parameters or 8 parameters at a time. Maximum, how many parameters you can add? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 parameters you can add in a graph and you can analyze this. These are called trends. Actually, what was the trend for the? You can also start it from, if you enable this historical mode, and you can start it from, say you want to analyze this data for last year, say what was the value in 2020 May 21. So I have to find out set this May 2020 and You can select that particular date, like 2021. This is at this particular time, what was the value of those parameters? You can see there are no data are available, that's it. It is showing this. Okay, so this is called your history view or trend. So you can yeah. So what's a bit? Any question? If people have heard about this term, trend or your history view, is that it? So this is your history view. You can add number of tags in your history mode and keep number of tags in your history mode, and you can see the value even after your 3 months, 4 months, or 1 year, whenever you require this data, you can see. Any questions, anybody? Odemi? Pintu? आज का लेक्चर थोड़ा ये हो गया नहीं?
हेलो,
या पिंटू tell me.
समझ में तो आ रहा है सर, लेकिन वो अपना वो डीसीएस सॉफ्टवेयर के साथ ये स्काडा का सॉफ्टवेयर वो कॉन्फ़िगर कैसे कर रहे हैं, यही थोड़ा डाउट हो रहा है। मतलब ये समझ में नहीं आया।
Anybody else? Saeed?
No, sir.
No questions. Okay.
तो ये सॉफ्टवेयर मिल सकते हैं क्या?
Yes, software. Yeah, definitely. Okay.
तो अगर प्रोवाइड करेंगे तो हम लोग काम करेंगे तो तभी जाके क्वेश्चन आएगा इसमें।
Exactly. Definitely.
एक्चुअली काम अगर नहीं करेंगे तो आएगा नहीं, कुछ में समझ में नहीं आएगा।
समझ में नहीं आया। Check whether it is.
सर ये डेमो सॉफ्टवेयर है सर कि लाइव सॉफ्टवेयर है?
These are demo softwares. You can download softwares. You can download it from your you can download it from your onspec.com. It is available. I am showing you right now. You can just simply
Both
download.
PLC and SCADA we can download, sir. Hello?
Yes, you can download it. I am showing you.
Both software, sir.
You simply go to Google, type onspec. So it is showing me onspec software. Download software. Now they will be asking you some personal data and all. Now you have to give your data. Not it. Yeah, you can download it. See here, it is now downloading on 32.exe.
Sir, both software you can download for PLC and for SCADA.
This is SCADA software, and I have micro 6 now. This software is not available. Okay, I will be giving you this software in my Telegram channel, and let me check whether I have this aspects exe file also. If I have, I will be giving you both the software. Okay.
Also provide from the Google Drive, sir.
Pardon?
Google Drives. If we have from there, we can download.
Means I can share the link. No.
Yeah, share the link of the Google Drive, then we can download from there only.
Sure. So see, now I just say give you some idea to install this software. I will be providing you the link, no doubt, and how to install these softwares. You simply have to copy and paste these two folders. I'll be giving you these two folders: System 3200E and Project 3200E. You simply copy these two folders and paste on your C drive. Okay, and then you go to this System 3200E and go down. Here you will get these files, say application files, and you open with your V1.46. Okay, so it will simply open up, not an issue on that. This is very simple. And for your on spec, you have to install it, and I will be giving you the software. Let me check first. Okay, it is okay, not an issue. I will be. Let me check, and I'll be giving you the link to download it. Okay. Anybody has anything to say? Any questions? Rakesh, any questions?
Sir, how we create the trends?
Trends.
Yes, sir.
Okay, do one thing. You first download it. Okay, and then I will be showing you what is what. Okay. So first, I just check those four softwares, and I am just giving you the links. Okay, and then you can go through these softwares by your own, and then we can discuss. Okay. So for today, I am ending here, and I'll be giving you the link by today itself. Just go through these links and download it. So bye bye for now.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay.